No, have high hopes for the new album. I'm really satisfied with the outcome, and it was a lot of hard work, but I think in the end it was worth it. I think we're both pretty proud of the new album.
Absolutely. It's full of energy, and that's, I think, the most important thing about it. It's, I guess, a little heavier and a little faster than before, but most of all, the production is full of life, and that you're going to hear the difference from the previous albums, for sure.
Absolutely. I would say it's maybe a little more, not back to basic, but it's not so polished as the previous album. It's a little more unpolished, has a lot of feeling to it, as you said.
A lot of edge.
A lot of edge, yeah. I think we spent over 2 months with this album.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than 2 months.
Yeah, because the mix was supposed to be done in July 12th, I think, but we ended last week, and then we were already July 20th, or this week. I don't know even where we are or what date it is anymore. But
2 months, roughly.
Yeah. Well, everything that comes with a new album. I mean, we're gonna present a brand new video for the track Natural High. We're gonna go on tour. Regarding the songs, like Oscar mentioned earlier, it's a little faster this time. I think maybe it will take a third listen to the album maybe before you get all the parts. But it's a lot of things going on in the songs, and no, it's one hell of an album. The single Natural High is about, getting high in a natural way, getting high on blood. So it's like a little vampire flick going on. Some other songs, a little, dark future visions, to Howling with the Pack, which more like a positive party song, in my opinion. So it's a lot of variation going on. It's not so much about the Templars, about the type of medieval stuff that we handled in the earlier days.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we recorded with Charlie Bauerfeind from Germany again, our third effort with him, and by now we know each other really well. He's almost like a sixth member of the band because he's been with us through some rough times. I mean, we have certainly no terrible stories in the studio. We don't really have any fights, no blow-ups, but still, you get close after 2 months together with him, and now ×3 then, obviously. The guitar sound this time, I think, took a lot of doing. Last time we recorded, it took 30 minutes and we had it like that. And this time he worked a lot on the sound, and he wasn't really happy until the very, very end, actually. And I kind of shared his concerns, and I'm really happy he worked so hard to get the sound that we all wanted, because now it is full of life. It's very raw, especially the guitar sound has an edge to it. So I think that helped the overall feel of the album a lot.
I think everything took a little longer this time around. We also changed, we tried out different microphones for the vocals. We did some recordings, went back to the first microphone again, and then we switched a third time. Recorded like 5 or 6 songs, and then when I felt I was going, Charlie also got the feeling that, okay, now your voice is working, so let's redo a couple of songs. And to me that was like, oh my God, no. I was so satisfied that I was done with a few of the songs, and then I had to go back and redo them. So I think it was a lot of hard work behind every instrument, and the drums, the bass, guitars, vocals, everything took a lot more effort this time around. I think also the songwriting actually also was a little more, maybe not stressful, but it was a lot of hard work. Sitting thinking that we need to come up with something new, for Hammerfall, to stay within the boundaries of Hammerfall, but come up with something brand new. It's the 6th album, so you cannot just sit there and
You don't want to play it safe anymore.
No, you want to try out new things, and sometimes some songs took a couple of weeks for a small passage to finalize, while some other songs were kind of, I have an idea, and it worked perfectly well. So Well, to sum up the things, it was a lot of hard work behind this album.
But the result benefited from it, for sure.
Definitely.
Originally it was Anders' idea, the drummer of the band. He heard the song with the vocals the first time, and he immediately said, this has to be the single. And I don't know about Joacim, but for me, I didn't feel that at all in the beginning. I kind of knew what he was talking about, but it took me a while to get on his side, so to speak. But now I'm positive that we made the right decision.
Yeah. And we were talking about a different song in the first place, but then, when all the vocal parts, came together, I think it was the natural, the best first choice of a single, definitely.
Yep.
It's pretty, every part in the song is very catchy. The verse, pre-chorus, chorus, the bridge, solo parts, everything is there for a reason. And it feels like there's
a good continuity in the song. I think.
Yeah.
Every part fits together really well.
The song is interesting from the first second to the last.
Yeah, exactly. Plus it's kind of got that groove going. It's semi-fast, which always is good for a single. A rhythm, or a beat rather, that goes like that. It's easy to get into it, even the first time you hear it. Plus the song is kind of, very melodic for us especially. So it's
kind of different also, compared to Bloodbound, Hearts on Fire, the songs we made, first singles previously.
But like with the other songs on the album, you might have to listen to it twice before you get into it. Some parts stick right away, like the verse, for example, and the chorus, obviously. But other parts take a little bit longer it takes longer for them to mature in your head.
Yeah. And, I don't think it's a typical HammerFall song, a typical HammerFall composition.
It has the typical cornerstones, but the song as a whole is a little varied from what we normally do. But nobody who likes the previous stuff will be disappointed in this. Because it's still Joacim singing, still us playing guitar and drums and bass. And the overall HammerFall feel is definitely there.
Absolutely.
Well, it's about this vampire guy who wants to have a companion for his journey, so he needs to make her a vampire by sacrificing her and biting her and like make her transform into a night creature like he is. And our warrior Hector is he's bound to stop all this. He's vowed, I guess, taking a vow to fight for the good, like Superman. But so what happens in the video is they are having this ritual. Hector comes down, he crashes the party basically and destroys some of the vampires, and a fight ensues, and you will see what happens at the end.
No, I mean, partially yes. I mean, we're all influenced by the German scene from the 80s. Bands like Halloween, Accept, Running Wild, and so on. This was kind of a little word game I played. I think the first time we played outside Sweden, we played Wacken open air in Germany. And HammerFall became really big in Germany overnight, so to speak. So it felt like you wanted to play this little word game with the German people. So I was on stage just saying, do you want some more true German heavy metal from Sweden? And everyone loved that we played true German heavy metal from Sweden. So, I mean, for 10 years now, people have been saying that, when you said that on stage, true German metal, blah, 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 it was so cool. And I don't know, all of a sudden it became sort of a trademark for the music. But, I mean, HammerFall is so much more than only the German influences.